everyone. Today we are doing a very important subtopic of refraction of light, that is critical angle and total internal reflection. Now let's understand what is critical angle and total internal reflection. Critical angle, let's draw a ray diagram to understand this clearly. This is the boundary separating the two medium. This is a denser medium and this is a rarer medium. Let's draw a normal perpendicular to the boundary. A ray from a denser medium goes from a rarer medium. We know that according to the refraction, this ray will go away from the normal. This is angle of incidence I. This is angle of refraction R. Now let's understand what is critical angle. If we increase the angle of incidence such that the angle of refraction becomes 90° with the normal, 90° with the normal, this angle of incidence is the critical angle. So IC here represents critical angle. So how we can define critical angle? Critical angle is that angle of incidence where angle of refraction becomes 90° when ray travels from a denser medium to a rarer medium. Now this point is very important when a ray travels from a denser medium to a rarer medium, because this process cannot happen when the ray moves from a rarer medium to a denser medium. Now next point is total internal reflection. How total internal reflection works? Now let's assume we increase the angle of incidence greater than the critical angle. Now what will happen? The ray coming from the denser medium will again reflect back in the same medium with the same angle of incidence. So if this is I dash, this will be R dash. This R dash, I dash is the angle of incidence and this is angle of reflection. This process is called total internal reflection. So to define total internal reflection, we can say that when the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, the ray bounces back in the same medium, the same denser medium. So this is the definition for critical angle and this is the definition for total internal reflection. In total internal reflection, the angle of incidence is greater than critical angle. I hope you have understood the concept. Thank you so much. Please subscribe the channel.